All right. Cool. Good. I'm probably gonna have to get a high resolution screen at some point. You know what? I'm gonna tweet something real quick. Can I even do this? I feel like I have to go through Imager or something here. Whatever. Maybe they disable images. Nope, it worked. Cool. Yo. Alright, I'm about to blast out the stream link to everybody. Okay. Hey! Oh my god, I have some viewers already. I'm just getting ready, guys. I forgot how Linux did multiple desktops. Then I looked at the bottom of your screen and see everything at a glance. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? I can move over. You can see more of them. Okay, I'm gonna get the link out to a few channels, and then I'll probably start doing some programming. Let's see, where's my Discord? Which desktop is it on? I think it's here. Let's see. probably just going to post my link to like 2 or 3 channels. Okay. You still doing Python, working on the SDK? Yeah, I'm just getting back to it now, actually. So I haven't worked on it since the last time. What was it, test.py? Oh, I have that README file. Oh man, I remember last time I made that huge macro. That was fun. Oh yeah, I'm gonna post this to Twitter too. What is this? I'm gonna skip this song. Okay, I'll keep it. And I'm just gonna post the link to Telegram and we're good to go. Yeah, I'm actually gonna skip this one. Let's get the go with the flow going on for the flow stream. Cool. Okay, so let's pick up where we left off last time. Turn the volume down a little bit. We had all of our RPC calls. Excuse me. Might help if I turn on the flow client. Cool. Nice. Thanks for the retweet. Okay. Just want to check one thing and I'll get started. Cool. So where were we? CPU is getting a little bit crazy right now, but it'll live. This is our backup, right? Yeah. I really gotta get going here. Let's start that song at the beginning, actually. Cool. All right. So we have the RPC calls working properly. Let's see if we can execute a send to address. Better yet, let's actually call it right to blockchain. So first, actually, we're going to have to do either get new address, or we're going to have to do a, whatchamacallit? We're going to have to do a, oh man, what is it called? Let me open up the client. I believe it's get address by account. Whoops. So these should be addresses that are in my wallet. I wonder if this will work. I guess we'll know when it gets mined. But that address should be in my wallet. So as long as we do get account address, get that address, we'll be able to send to it. That's our guy. Yeah, actually, because it only charged me for the miner's fee, which means I received the rest of it. Okay, cool. Could you add some links to your bio? I thought I did that. Yeah, I'll add links to my bio, no problem. Let me see. Oh, I added them to my channel feed. You know what? I'll definitely add those links later. I'll figure it out. It's probably through my dashboard, right? Oh, we're calling this data the payload, so we're gonna have to call that something else actually down here. Call app data. What is that, nil? It's none. Yeah. Python, man. It's been quite some time. Okay, so that should be right. So let me try this out really quickly before we do this. Oh, I wanted to do, it was get account address. Should be it. Cool. Oh, all right. So I have to check. Dude, Rory boy always coming through hosting me. You're the man, Rory. Thank you so much. That's really awesome. You know what? I might post this link since Rory just hosted me. You were in the shower when I... How did you see my message in the shower, dude? I'm posting this link to a few other places. Waterproof phone, wow. That's crazy, dude. All right, let's get the show on the road, honestly. Where else can I post the link? A serious go-getter. Hello, hello. How you doing? Thank you for watching my stream. I'm just posting the link in a bunch of places. I actually want to see. Maybe some people didn't see my tweet because they were asking me why I didn't tweet it. But I definitely tweeted it. Good news, thanks. You're welcome. Okay, back to work. Just joined, what are you working on? I'm actually working on a software development kit for Flo, which is a coin that I work on. And what I would like to do is make sure that anyone who joins up in the community is really easily able to create blockchain apps with our coin. So Flo is different because you have a transaction comment field, which we're actually going to rename to app data. And you can include it into the transaction when you send a transaction through the client. So actually there's a transaction comment field here where if I sent you some coins or whatever, if I sent 125 coins here, I could say, hey, what's up? Now that data actually goes onto the blockchain. Ooh, that's a lot of flow. This would actually go onto the blockchain, and I sent a transaction to myself a little while ago. It should be on the Block Explorer. Yeah, and you can see the transaction comment here. So also on the Block Explorer. Oh, you're familiar with Flow, yeah. Okay, cool. Good. Cool. So I'm getting a new account address, and I'm wondering what the result is if I have an error or if I don't have an error. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is, what happens with this response. But I do know that if the error is none, then I have a result. which means I can say, get account address. Joey, turn the gain down on your mic. Oh, I'm sorry. I really don't know what I'm doing. Where's OBS? There it is. Is that better? So you can store mailing lists in the blockchain. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let me know if the mic is better. I turned it down 20 decibels. That might be too low. I honestly have no idea. It's quieter. Is that not what I was going for? The gain is high. I don't think I have that type of Oh, I see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Here's gain. This might be for the webcam, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is for the webcam. I shouldn't change this. Where's the audio? Here we go. Yeah, this isn't helping. I wonder where the microphone... Oh, you know what? I actually installed the audio thing on Linux. What is it called? Let's see if I remember. I don't think I'm gonna remember. Pulse. Yeah. That's just latency. This is not a Mac. This is a Linux computer. I don't know if I can turn the gain down. Maybe it's in OBS, actually. I actually have no idea where it would be. It's okay. Yeah, it's not a big deal. No, I actually just have that webcam. So like if you saw, where is it? Close that. The front microphone is just, yeah, it's this guy. So I don't really have any, the advanced options that I have are latency, but I think that's something else. So yeah, I'm using the webcam mic. That might be why it's not great quality. If you can suggest a microphone, I'll definitely use whatever. Yeah, actually, I'm going to create a repo right after I do this. I want to get this one function done so that it actually has some functionality. Turn down the meter. Did I close it again? This is just the decibel thing. It's the same thing as through OBS, right? Yeah. I'm definitely going to... Okay, I'll leave it like here. Now turn up OBS. Okay. OBS is back at 100%. I'll just leave it open. Let me check one thing really quick. Man, my CPU is running hot. I gotta close something. Maybe I'll close OBS. All right. Sounds good? Oh, thanks. Dude, debugging. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I installed Postal Audio the other day so that I could have more control over what's going on. Oh man, I didn't know that. Well, I need someone like Rory to come in here and tell me what's wrong with my stream. Cool. Okay. So the plan of attack here is we're going to make this we're going to make get account address return. Oh, wow. Dub track. Those are fighting words, man. Yes, thank you 24 for the shirt. It's pretty sweet, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say if r dot, what was the response again? If r, if there's not, if there's not no error, how about this? If we don't have an error, we can return -1. Actually, just return none. And actually, instead of returning r.json, we can return r of result. I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's the result. Cool. I don't know if that's going to work. My Python isn't 100% amazing. Yeah, I think it's r.json. Response. Oops. I don't even know if that's correct syntax in Python. Oh, it is. Awesome. Okay. So, if we have an error, then we're returning nothing. If we don't have an error, then we return the address. Cool. And then we can write to the blockchain. Actually, we can pass the account into here. So if we have an account, then we can write to the blockchain. Cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to write account is none. Okay. Should work. Oops. Account isn't great. Couldn't raise a blockchain. Account isn't. Actually, I should say. Yeah, that's technically correct. derp. So this is actually... If address is none, right to function address. Oops. Okay. That makes more sense. Oops. Of course. So we're gonna say account equals nothing. Yeah, I just noticed that. Get account address takes no arguments. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Oops. There's some logic error in here now. If address is none, write to blockchain. But address isn't none. We see that address is F7LLBP. Well, it would be... Right. Oh, I didn't give us some app data. So app data equals hello world. Oh, cool. I didn't send any parameters. Yeah, I didn't send any parameters. I wonder what the response was, or what the wallet did. Nothing, I guess. I still have the same amount of coins. It should have responded with something, right? It's kind of weird that it didn't. So we're going to send address, empty string, app data. Now the response should be the same response we get here, which is the transaction ID. So let's see what happens. Everything looks correct. Oops. I got nothing back. Very strange. Yeah, right. Cross his fingers is right. Oh, I didn't print it. So maybe it did. Maybe the second one worked. Nope. Okay. Let's see what we get. Parse error. Oh, well. Couldn't write to blockchain, error getting low. I'm just doing the wrong thing everywhere. I have to slow down. Address and app data should be strings. Oh, Still though, it should tell me an error. I should get an error back. I guess the parse error is the error. Key error, JSON RPC. I wonder if I have to do this. Like some order of operations stuff. Golden name B is not defined. No, that's not right. It's probably the fact that I can't, oops. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, it's probably the fact that I can't format. So let's try this. Oops. Again, not the best Python programmer here. key error JSON RPC. Actually, maybe it's this. This is just a blind guess, honestly. No. Man, string manipulation stuff. This is why I want to get better at Python, because problems like these should be super easy. Why am I getting a key error from format? That's so weird. Is RPC up? Did it crash? No, actually. It's still up because I'm getting the... So if I do print address... Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, so this is the print for that address. I'm definitely getting the address from the wallet, from the RPC. The question is this the correct syntax in Python to format a string with address and app data? I don't get that key error. You just got an address back. Yeah, the key error doesn't make sense because I'm just trying to format a string. JSON jumps might be a good way to do it. But isn't this just a string? I'm sending a string of bytes. I don't need a dictionary. I mean, yeah, I could make a JSON object and then make it into a string and then send the string to the RPC. But I should just be able to make the string like this. Or so I thought. You know what? I'm gonna look online for this. I'm gonna do Python format key error. Let's open up a new. Actually, over here. Format the JSON string gives key error. Yeah, this is exactly. Oh, is format? You need to double the outer braces, otherwise Python thinks files are referenced to. Maybe I'm misunderstanding format. Yeah, I'm not producing JSON output. This is kind of a different thing though, because I'm using format. Isn't this the one I was just looking at? It's weird the blink wasn't purple. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. Why? The problem is those characters don't specify a key for the formatting. You need to double them up. Oh. It's because I have other... Yeah, I can't really do it this way then. Because I have other open curly braces, I guess. So it's getting confused between the open curly braces. I wasn't sure exactly. Might as well just try this before I change it. No, yeah, I didn't think so. So how do I really quickly do this? What's the best way to format a string in Python without format. Is it really just that? But for efficiency, Python string. Okay, that's not loading. If I could just use plus, I'm just going to do that. Oh, I see. Another way to use format is my string a and b dot format a equals hello b equals world. You know what? I'll try that first. Oh no, now I have to change everything around. Maybe I could do, I'll convert this later. Still not working. Should I just convert everything to Python 3 and give it a shot? Here, you know what I'm gonna do? Really quick. Okay, so address equals flo.13 and app data equals hello world. Still the same thing. Very strange. It's definitely because of this open curly brace. I don't think I can use format for this, or at least if I can, I don't know the correct method. For now, I guess I'll use the plus sign. Oops. Can you try using triple quotes? Yeah, I was actually thinking of that, of like escaping all the quotes and then seeing if I could do that. But I'm not sure. Also, this is definitely wrong. Yeah, I should definitely work it out in the debugger. Let me try this. I'll copy it into the debugger first. If this works, I'll be happy. But it's not exactly what I want. It looks ugly. Let's go over here. That worked. I forgot the quotes. That worked, but the question is, why isn't format working? I feel like I'm writing an old school SQL query. So this will work. Oh, and I have to tell it how many coins to send. So send it 1 coin. Or 0.1 coins. 1 coin can get kind of expensive. Yeah. Okay, this is right. Maybe I'll make a to-do and remind myself to get back to this. I don't have a lot of time tonight, so we're gonna move on, I think. Whoa. Okay, either something is burning in my apartment or one of my neighbors is cooking something. I'm gonna go make sure my apartment isn't burning down. Be right back. Okay, someone's definitely cooking, because my apartment looks okay. It's always weird when you smell fire and it's like, did I leave the oven on or... Yeah, I'll paste it here, no problem. Okay, if this works, then I'm gonna put this on Git. That'll be even easier for everyone to help out. But thank you for the help, by the way. Cool, so I got that result. Oh, I forgot. Okay, one last thing before. So if r.json result is none. Actually, no, error, right? Yeah, is none. Return r.json. Is it result? Yeah, so that's the result. That's our transaction ID. Oops. Actually, if I return this, then I can see what the error is. Unfortunately, I don't know what it would be if it fails. I guess if I intentionally put in a parse error, I can figure it out. Yeah. Cool. Oh, but this is bad because actually... Let me actually see this thing. Yeah, okay, it's returning the error. So the result is none. So if the error is not none, then it's returning the error. Or in other words, if the result is none. Cool. I can get rid of this. This looks right, but I can't check if error is none anymore. What can I check? I should just return this. What option you have is to raise an error. Oh yeah, how does that even work? In Python, I try and catch an exception. So I can do try. Probably the best way to do it, right? Oops. And we'll do that for both. Well. Yeah, I know that just saying except exception is, it should be like except like RPC, flow RPC exception. So I'll write a to-do there also, and I can get that going. right here. Okay, and then up at the top, these guys should, instead of returning, it should say if the error is none. Let me look back at this. Return this. Or really it should say if error is not none. So I can return, I actually don't know how exceptions work in Python. Oops. Let's raise. So I can decide. I can just raise exception. I'll do that for now. Wait a sec. Yeah, so I just raise exception. Does raise? Okay, yeah, I got the trace back. Am I going down the wrong path here? This is going to give me a runtime error. No, actually, okay. If I handle the exception, it should not. So this is going to be correct. Assuming that r.json is a string. When you raise an error, you'd have already caught it. Yeah, because I wrote this down here, right? Okay. Yeah, that sounds right. Except, I think I have to do this, right? Well, you wrote your catch right. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Then this has to be a string. So raise will automatically cut this function off, right? I actually don't know how that works in Python, but it should. So I would get a trace back. Huh. With Golang, it's super easy. You just tell it to return nothing or not. Oops. It ends your function. It goes back to the function called better hope you have a catch ready, otherwise it's runtime error. And that is no bueno. Cool. Okay. So cannot concatenate string and dictionary objects. Oh, this is where that this is where that traceback would be helpful, right? Is it always just called traceback object? Oh, okay. So let me see. I should really read this. I'm not exactly sure what this means. Maybe I'll just search for an example. The way the Python code is supposed to work as a paradigm is that it's better to ask for forgiveness rather than for permission. So riddle your code and use try catches. Yeah, that's definitely what I've gathered. Okay. Print exception. Oh, I see. There's like a traceback global, or what would they call it? Traceback attribute. Better than ask forgiveness. Okay. So, can I print? Is that even gonna work? Hey, what's up, Nakamoto Satoshi? Building a blockchain from scratch. I'm not building a blockchain from scratch. That was already done 4.5 years ago. We're building a SDK to interface with the blockchain, which was built from scratch 4 years ago. It wasn't really built from scratch, honestly. It's mostly a Bitcoin clone, but it's been around for a while. So let's try this out. Exception is not attribute traceback. Oh, man. Oh, my music is over. What should I get going? What would be good right now? Oh, this one's decent. I haven't played it in a while. Oh, whoops. Okay. Print exception. Hey, that's what the other answer was, right? Print stack. The optional F argument. From a stack trace and the exception information. This is what I want, right? The arguments have the same meaning. List of strings, each ending in a new line and some containing internal new lines. The problem is I don't have the traceback, right? It's giving me that error. Like, where does traceback come from here? Oh no, that's the module. Oh, wait. He gets the latest in earplugs. She's not here right now. Listen to some mathematicians. Dude, how do you know about the mathematician? Who are you, Tech Nanner? Oh my god, is that... Is it Joe Schechter? Dude, I forgot who Nanner was. It's someone from Summertech, right? I knew it was Joe. Oh, I'm so glad I got that in the first guess. Dude, Joe, I didn't know that was you. I'll listen to some mathematicians, dude. That's a great idea. How did I know that that wasn't going to work? Okay, I found the mathematicians. Should I just play it all? Should I just go? Is there like a, yeah, play all. Look at that. Perfect. Dude, Joe, you were talking to me the whole time last time too. I didn't even know it was you. Oh man, thank you so much for the help. I really haven't done Python in forever. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get this traceback thing working, but I really want the stack trace because otherwise I'm lost. I forgot that was your internet name. That's so funny. Okay. Maybe it's because I didn't import. I've been doing Python all year for yeah. It is good practice, man. It's crazy how much you forget you don't do it. I haven't done Python in like 3 years. I know, right? This is really, honestly, I really do enjoy this. I don't know if that's gonna help. Mark isn't set. Oh, I deleted Mark B. That's not good. Let's make Mark B over here. I wish it would just go back to like near Mark B. Like even if I delete Mark B. Isn't that so annoying? That's like one of the only things that really bothers me about VI is that if I delete a mark, it doesn't just go back. Oh man, yeah, I should just stream all the time. Honestly, if I didn't have a fucking awesome, excuse my language, if I didn't have a really great full-time job, I would do this full-time. I would try to make it work because I really do like doing this. And it is very productive. Although it seems like I need Joe here to help me out. Otherwise I get nowhere. This is interesting. Maybe I could try this. This doesn't seem right because like this isn't an exception. What do I put into print exec? I'm really going down the rabbit hole here. This is like print exec limit. Print exception. What's print exception versus this is like some PHP level stuff right here. Overloaded. And like similarly named functions. Print exception information and up to limit stack trace entries from the traceback TB to file. But I don't have the traceback. And this is just about a file. Shorthand for print exception. I'm gonna need some examples for this. I don't know how much about traceback stuff. Yeah, I am just trying to pass a string, which I did already. But I want the traceback. But I don't need it. Someone said you are. I don't know what I am, but I forgot what I said. Oh yeah, so okay, this is the problem. So I have this exception, cannot concatenate string and dictionary objects, but I don't know where that is. So I was trying to get the traceback for this error, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm pretty much lost. I don't want to be in a JavaScript sort of callback hell where I don't know where these errors are coming from. And all right, I'm gonna spend another 5 minutes on this, and if I can't get it in 5 minutes, then I'll just write another to-do. Stack trace really does help. So Python print stack trace with except. Okay. I mean, this link is purple, but it's just the docs, and it's exactly where I was, and it doesn't really have anything that helps me. Like, what is file? Should I just try this? Just give it a shot. Just like completely blind go in here with this. Okay, yeah, I'm going a little bit quickly. Is this even right? Give it a shot. Oh. That was it. Cool. One sec, I think someone's at my door. Okay, figured it out. So let's find out what this dictionary error is. Line 127. Huh? Line 33, right. Oh yeah, I intentionally put an error there. I think the reason for Python's popularity is that gluing together a bunch of snippets you found usually works. Yeah, it might be. So it thinks this is a dictionary because of that one. So that's actually good because it's working. If I delete this. Oh, no, this is actually just an error of some sort. Okay, we're gonna go back to the debugger. Yeah. It's a type. It's a string, man. Why am I getting an error here? Oh, because I cannot do this. That's why. This is somehow wrong. Dude, great. Oh, man. Great suggestion on the music, dude. I'm so happy with this right now. Cool. And that didn't help at all. Did I do something wrong? Okay, so that's so weird. Cannot concatenate string and dictionary objects in rights of blockchain. It definitely looks right, and it's working in the debugger. Oh, that's because address or app data is a dictionary because I changed the way that this gets returned. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Right, so I'm returning get account address. Dude. Okay. So it's actually, again, is this a Python thing that I can do? Yep. It didn't fail though. This is definitely in my wallet right now. Yeah, I just sent it. So I'm sending a lot of hello world. Okay, so this is what happened. Let's take a step back. I changed. I'm getting a link. This is what I get. This is what I get. Office space. I'm not piping music. You guys can't hear this, the music? Wait. This is pretty funny. Can't hear the music. How is that possible? Hold on. Where's OBS? Desktop audio is on. Maybe it's not loud enough. Can you hear the music? Dude, I played like... I was playing songs this whole time. Okay. I can barely hear it. Last time someone told me that the music had to turn my speakers up to ear-bleeding levels. Now you hear it. Okay. Well, you guys, you have to listen to the Mathematicians. They're an excellent band. Where am I? We're on Cruisin' already? Alright, let's go back to Radical 2. You know what? I'll listen to Radical 2 again. Cool, great. Thank you guys so much for the audio visual help all day, Rory and Joe. Oh, Joe, you know Rory too. Cool. Alright. Rad 2 is the best one anyway. Yeah, Harpsichord is definitely one of my faves. So this is a band from upstate New York that Joe and I know really well. Super cool. I used to have a t-shirt. It was really cool looking. Very, very old school. Old school stuff, man. Those are the days. Okay, so... yeah, so as Mr. Segray03 points out, most of the information you want should be in the exception. Okay, let's take a step back because we did a lot of work here learning about how Python exceptions work and how to get the trace back, etc. So when I get the account address, if there is an error, we're going to raise an exception. Otherwise, we're returning the entire JSON. Well, it's not a matter of being right or wrong, really. It's a coding style thing, right? I mean, wrong or right is defined by... What's interesting is this... Wait a sec. The error is... if the error is none, if the error is not none, then we want to return the error, right? I think I had this backwards. Yeah, I mean, when you write software that millions of people are going to see, essentially, I mean, not millions, but I've got almost 12,000 followers on Twitter, and Flow is getting pretty big. It's not as big as Ethereum or anything or Bitcoin, but potentially a lot of people are going to see this code. I want it to be really good. I want it to work first. That would be nice. But it has to be good enough that, you know, people think that it's made by someone that made a coin that is actually worth something. Add comments, doc strings to let open source software solve the issues. Yeah, right. To-do, please help. To-do, figure out the format. All corners can't read code. Yeah, am I solidifying that? I'm tweeting this photo. Where did it go? This is hilarious. Couldn't have chosen a worse frame than me. I'm so dorky. This is so funny, dude. I'll tweet it later. I can't get over it. I'll tweet it later, I'll tweet it later. I don't want to lose my, my momentum here. We're actually getting a lot done, considering... Let's just think about this for a second. If the error is none, return result. Otherwise, raise an exception with the error, if it's not none. Okay. This seems right. Let's just run it, fuck it. Oh, I should stop swearing. Is an error none, or is it... It's none, I think. Do you have this code up somewhere? No, so I'm gonna put the code up as soon as I'm done with this these two functions. Man. Failed to get a count addressed. String indices must be integers. Yeah, that was gonna work, right? Yeah, give me 1 second. So this is not actually returning. So this should return a string. Let's try again. Yeah, I'll put this up on GitHub ASAP. Okay, so we got get account address, good. Failed to write to blockchain. Raise exception JSON error. What the heck? Did it actually write? I think it actually did just write this though. So it completed. You know what? Here we go. Yeah, so error is actually none. But something is wrong on my logic again. Ah. Weird, why isn't... Keyword is not responding. Oh, that was so weird. Yeah, it was a typo. Okay, it's working, but... this else is useless. Shouldn't this give me an error? How is this actually valid? I guess because if there's no if, this is just a code block named else, right? This could be like... Thingamabob. No. Where does this else... What? Because I know in C you can do this. Just like out of nowhere. And like I think you can name it too. I don't know how. But I was assuming that it's like that. Where's the if, man? There's an else clause on try except. All these things I don't know about Python. There's also like a finally, right? So what does else do in try except? Let's learn. All right, let's learn. Python try else. Ooh, this is a good one. Let's upload it. What? I gotta switch my account to my other account at some point. What is the intended use of the optional else clause of the try statement? Good question. The statement in the else block statements in the else block are executed if execution fails off the bottom of the try, if there was no exception. Honestly, I've never found a need. However, handling exception notes, the use of the else clause is better than adding additional code to try, because it avoids accidentally catching an exception that wasn't raised by the code being protected by the try except statement. Whoa. I read that really slowly and I don't understand. Let's see the... Okay. If you have a method that could throw an IO error, and you want to catch exceptions, but there's something else you want to do if the first operation succeeds and you don't want to catch the IO error from the operation, you might write something like this. Try operation that can throw. Except else we don't want to catch the IO error if it's raised. Another operation that can throw an error. Oh, so it's saying instead of handling the exception with except, try something else first. If you just put another operation that can throw error. Yeah, so if you just put this underneath, it'll always happen. But this will only happen if the exception. So this is like if the exception happens. But why is it called else? Else doesn't seem like the correct word, right? Because I don't know. The second operation only runs if there's no exception. It's run before the finally block. Okay. Cool. for and while have else clauses too. It's the alternative to accept. Interesting. No, I'm actually gonna put the code up now, I think. Let me just try it one more time. So I don't need this else. It's a good thing to know that though. Cool. That for while thing was just for culture. Yeah, that makes sense. Got some flow. Samwell. Who's Samwell? Okay. I know Steamer. Cool. Thanks for tweeting me, guys. Super helpful. Alright. I'm gonna see about putting this on GitHub. Oh, I gotta log into my real GitHub account. 1 second. Yeah, this isn't it. Firefox. Where's Firefox? Oh, it's so slow. I don't know why. Okay, this is me. What do you want exceptions to do? What do you want the exceptions to do that they aren't doing? Nothing. We fixed all the exception issues actually. So at some point it wasn't giving me a traceback, but I just had to import traceback. Yeah, I think that everything is good now. I just didn't understand the else, but it does make sense. Okay, give me a minute here. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to put this terminal on the screen because I use 2FA on GitHub, which means I need to use an access token. Maybe it's a 2.7 thing. Yeah, honestly, it might be. Eventually I want to format this in 3.0 as well. Write them both. It shouldn't be too hard. There are only a few minor differences. Okay, let me get a new terminal open actually. Oh, temperatures are okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a new directory called git. And we're gonna copy and the last file is our test.py. We're gonna name it flo.rpc or flo.ck. Cool. And then let's create a new repo on GitHub. Okay. just gonna get this. Cool. Test. Oh, it's green. How'd that happen? That's pretty cool. How'd you do that? Alright, I'm about to push the repo up. But I need to get my token. Do you guys have like Twitch Prime or something? Or some sort of... Oh, I created the repo. Cool. Alright guys. There it is. Oh, it's slash me. Cool. That's neat. Alright. The README needs some work. Let's switch over to that directory. Oops. Yeah, so install. I'm not even sure how this would be installed yet. It doesn't even copy files into your project. Include and run. Yeah, it's definitely not going to. Maybe I should add like a thing at the top. Sort of like a check for Python 7 or Python 3. I don't know how that works. Ah, they'll figure it out. Yeah, the print statements are deadly. Cool. That was right now. Okay, so we're writing to the blockchain. Now, the question is, I want to make this into a library, right? But how do I make sure that this can be imported? I've never made a Python library before, so I want people to be able to import it like they would any other Python library. And I know that like I probably am not going to be able to get into pip or anything like that until I do a little bit more work. So it's possible that they would have to put all the source files into their directory, right? Import it that way. So how can I simulate that, like as an example? This seems like a very basic question. Like, how do I make this part of a package that can be imported? I guess we can look at how Python. Like, eventually I would want one of these pages. Interesting. Oh yeah, setup.py. This is usually how it's done, right? How to create a Python package. Well, that's really helpful, thank you. What's next? Subtract my life. Can we get... Let's get Hypothesis of Love. No, that song's really long. The theme is good. I like the theme. Where's Harpsichord? Oh, it's at the end. Binary Girl. These are all really good. These three. Okay. Oh, sweet. Thanks, man. I'm following you already. Cool. Create a directory and give it your package's name. So that's kind of like this guy. This is his Bitcoin. Oh, right. You need the init.py. Ooh, he's got some stuff in here. Peter Todd still works on this? That's really cool. Interesting. What else? I'm very interested in this, actually. The merge the pull request. Bit 37. I forget what bit 37 is. Peer services. Oh, bloom filtering. Yeah, this is Peter Todd and Luke Dreamer, right? These guys. Oh, there's no... I can't... Oh, look at this. Huh. Cool. Okay. Oh. Import plus vacation to work right now. You need at least an init.py. Hey, what's up, stupid gladiator? How's it going? Brett McHern, another non-believer, was left behind. Yeah, what was the price of Bitcoin when he left? I mean, I'm sure he still has Bitcoins. Yeah, I need the init.py. Use it as a runner, you can make a main function. So I definitely shouldn't be using this to run. Like, there should be no main in here. But yeah, I see what you're saying. If I wanted to have a runner in the library, then I would have a main function. It should just be a library though. This is just for testing. Okay, so let's see. So I'm gonna have my directory. And then I'm gonna have a... This is actually just main up or whatever. I don't know if runner is the correct word. Coding momentum, derailment, What's your position on core versus cache, big versus small blocks, SegWit, etc.? So as you know, we're implementing SegWit. I see the debate as, I mean, I can see why we split the chain into two, because you're choosing many different trade-offs when you choose one large unified chain over a sidechain approach. I would say that SegWit is more of a sidechain approach, because everyone has to upgrade, otherwise you can't interface with the SegWit chain. So you can't, if you're on Bitcoin Core without SegWit, and someone has a SegWit address, they would have to send a transaction to a normal address, and then send a transaction to you to be able to trade with you, which is fine. And also, a lot of people don't know this, but the SegWit blocks, the 3 megabyte or 4 megabyte blocks that store the SegWit data, all that transaction signature data, those transaction data, those blocks and those, blobs of data are not sent to other nodes on the network that don't have SegWit. So whether or not that really matters is up for debate, but it is a little bit like a sidechain where you have stuff going on that other people can't see, and they have to upgrade to be able to see it. Technically it's a soft fork because miners don't have to upgrade, and that, I mean, in fact, no one has to upgrade. They can see the regular Bitcoin network just fine. But if everyone were transacting with SegWit transactions and addresses, then, and you weren't, you would have to upgrade. So it is sort of like a forced upgrade. There's a word for it in philosophy where you have a choice, but you don't have a choice. How to write Pi2/3 compatible code. I should probably look this now. Oh, import future. It's mostly just write Python 3 code. Yeah. The print statement is like the essential thing, right? To print multiple strings, import print functions, prevent Pi2 from interpreting as a tuple. Oh man, this is getting crazy. I don't know if I've ever heard this mathematician song. I feel like I would recognize this. They always do crazy stuff with their music. Oh, is it harpsichord time? No, this is Binary Girl. No. So what's the difference? Oh my god. That was perfect time. What's the difference is good. We might skip to theme after this. So I'm actually gonna add this bookmark. I'm gonna add this bookmark too. Cool. Okay, so here we are. We have init.py. But your class is in it, so I have to create a class. Python init.py file should be empty, right? So as long as it exists, it should be okay. Thanks for your answer. Probably the most nuanced answer to that question I've ever heard so far. Yeah, sorry, I didn't actually complete that thought because I was looking at the chat and got distracted. So the two schools of thought are basically we have sidechains with SegWit where some nodes choose to have larger blocks and others don't have to. So the advantage of that is you have people that want to run full nodes, number one, would be able to do it with 1 megabyte blocks. And they can choose whether or not they want to upgrade to SegWit, which means they would get 4 megabyte blocks. Number two is with mining, if you keep the required block limit at 1 megabyte, it supposedly increases decentralization of mining. Because imagine if you had 32 megabyte blocks, it would be an advantage for miners that are geographically closer together due to the speed of light. So, and other factors, routing and things like that. It takes a while to transfer 32 megabytes of block data. It's a non-trivial amount of time, and I think that the idea is to make it so that mining is more decentralized by keeping the block at 1 megabyte. So if all the essential data, like if 90% of the important part of the transaction is in the regular block, and the SegWit block just includes the signature data, which can be discarded after it's checked, then it doesn't need to be in the actual block itself. So I'm not sure what the implications are for mining and SegWit entirely. I've heard arguments on both sides that SegWit means that the miners aren't checking the transactions, or SegWit means that, we're keeping a 1 megabyte block limit, which artificially limits the block size, and we don't really need to limit the block size for miners to be decentralized. And I haven't looked into it. But I think that the other option of scaling with Bitcoin Cash, where they're saying we want to do 32 megabyte blocks, that means that all transactions are in the same chain. So the trade-off is it's, I guess, less decentralized from a full node and mining perspective, but it's more decentralized overall because your coins, right, Bcash, sorry. Your coins are spendable no matter what. They're more fungible. So you don't have to be on a SegWit chain or non-SegWit chain. Which in the end, I'm not sure if it matters or not. And I think that, I do think that having 32 megabyte blocks with compression might actually work. This song is good, but I can't deal with it right now. Sorry, guys. Actually, yeah, I was gonna skip to the theme, right? There we go. Yeah, so I honestly think big blocks could work. If you have a compression algorithm, it might be possible to make it work. I'm not sure how effective the compression would be because most of the data is hash. Yeah, it's hash data and inputs, which are, pointing to other hashes. So I don't know how effective a compression method would be. It's not going to compress much. But we don't know. We really don't know. And it does seem like there is some opportunistic reason that someone would split the Bitcoin chain into two. And I don't think that it would have succeeded otherwise. Let's say they had created Bitcoin Cash and started on block 0. No one would really be interested in it, and it wouldn't have value. It's sort of like a weird psychological economic landscape where if people know that they have Bitcoin Cash because it's airdropped from the Bitcoin that they already have, or that's a chain split or whatever, it just sort of like bootstraps it into reality. Whereas if they start at block 0, no one would be really interested. So yeah, it's weird that they're kind of taking that value away from Bitcoin, but they're adding value in the way that they're giving us an alternate. It's sort of like being in an alternate timeline where we have chosen that scalability path, but it's happening at the same time as Bitcoin Core is happening. So it's kind of like we're sharing. Yeah, it's weird. I don't really see why it's such a contentious issue. I mean, just let them do what they want, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think that the Bitcoin Core developers have more firepower in terms of coders. They have a lot of really, really good C++ coders. I'm not saying Bcash doesn't, but I think objectively, Bitcoin Core has more staff members. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, depending on, if they're all part of one group or if, they can be compromised or whatever. But I don't know. It's a competitive advantage. I'll just put it that way. And it's undeniably a competitive advantage. But a disadvantage might be that if they're all part of the same group, then they could be influenced by outside sources to do something or push the code towards some way. And you know, people say like, what's the deal with SegWit? Why did they do that solution? Like, why did they have that exact? You know, why did they go that way? Why didn't they just go all the way with sidechains? And we can't do sidechains right now with Bitcoin. I don't remember why. I looked into it like 3 years ago. I actually registered alphachain.info. Alphachain was like the first sidechain testnet that some of the Blockstream guys were kind of implementing on testnet with Bitcoin. And I remember they had like a federated network of peers that were producing the blocks. Anyway, I just talked a lot about SegWit and Bitcoin Cash and big blocks. I really don't see any other way to scale. Lightning Network is great, but it can run on both of those systems equally as well. So like, Lightning Network is just like a +1 basically to each of those. Block scaling is definitely a concern, a bigger concern that needs to be solved. And I don't know which way is the right way to do it. I don't think Bcash is necessarily wrong. I just think that they're getting a lot of hate because of the way they did it. And the way that it looks like, it just seems like it's another way for the miners to make money. It's too bad. Yeah, no problem. I don't mind being interrupted. I have to think about it a lot because, you know, I want Flow to be successful. And I don't like to just wait to see what happens and then like choose the right path. Because we want to be like a leader in this space and we want to like kind of find our own solutions. But I also know that, you know, we have a smaller team and we're mostly just taking the upgrades from Bitcoin and applying them to our coin and like living in our niche of like building blockchain apps on a Bitcoin-based system. So yeah, I don't know. We have to think about it. I have to think about it. So it's not wasting my time or it's not I mean, it is interrupting the coding, but I don't really mind thinking about it because it is something that we have to consider for Flow. Like, how are we going to do this? Like, personally, I want to increase the block size just because the transaction comments or the app data needs to be there. It needs to be. We want to increase the app data size limit. So like, and we don't have a mining decentralization problem right now, actually. We have a good amount of pools and a good amount of hash rate. So yeah, it seems like it would be worthwhile to increase the block size and it's not contentious. So you might as well do it while the community is aligned. And if it ends up that it doesn't work out, we'll know very quickly from Bcash what happens there, or Bitcoin Cash. And if it turns out SegWit causes the network to be, you know, too fragmented with different side chains, then we might just encourage people to not use it. Unfortunately, SegWit's kind of like out of the bag now, right? It's a soft fork, so you can't prevent people from using it. Yeah, Bcash, Bcash, Bcash. Say it 3 times fast and Roger Ver will swoop down. Is Flow Bix65 compatible? It should be with the next update. So Bitspill and another developer who, you know, I don't know if they want to be named because I respect their anonymity. They're working on SegWit right now, and it should be compatible with BIP65. We're upgrading our core to 0.15.1, which is the latest version of Bitcoin Core. So if Bitcoin Core, Bitspill's genius. I love Bitspill, man. He's great. He's honestly hilarious, like on message boards and Telegram, just dealing with the trolls. He just disarms them with sarcasm. It's actually really funny. Okay, back to work. That's my perspective on scaling. We don't know. I like sidechains. Honestly, I like sidechains. I like that idea. But it's unproven yet, and it's been so long, and like there hasn't been a really good sidechains implementation yet. So yeah, I don't know. Did I name it flo.cash? Yeah, I did. So we actually have 3 different directories now. Let me go up a level and get both of these open. Oops. Okay, so we have flo.cash within examples. And let me move this over here. Okay. So yeah, it should just be import flow SDK. And then let's look at one of these guys over here. I don't know, let's do a get blocks. Oh, and then I'll also have to have... Cool. Do I have a... Yeah, I don't even have a terminal open here, so I'll open this terminal. I think Flow SDK has no attribute get blocks. Yeah, it needs to be a class, right? I think Joe mentioned that. Let's go back to the... Oh, that was Harpsichord. I missed it. No, I heard it. One of my favorite songs, man. Okay, Binary Girls next. Perfect. It'd be cool to hear you do a podcast blockchain philosophy stream. Honestly, if I did like 12 to 20 hours of research on it, I want to do like some coding tests. I want to learn more about it. I want to read more about it. What is this? Oh, is this Mr. I think Bitsbill's in our chat, guys. That's awesome. Looks like an Electrum update. Very cool. Guys, donate your flow to Bitsbill. Keep him interested, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'll create a donation address for Bitsbill right now. This is gonna be confusing for me, but whatever. Donate some flow to Mr. Bitsbill. You wanna see Electrum done more quickly? Send some flow that way. Right, so we're at this point where I think we have to make a class. Right. So it's called flowSDK.py, so the class should be flowSDK. And that should have a constructor. I don't really need a constructor here, do I? Don't think I need a constructor. We'll find out quickly. That looks right. Now we're just gonna go and indent this whole thing. You guys remember when floppy disks had errors? Weren't those the days? Oops. I wish there was like a BI command to move my cursor to the end and then move up one more space. That would be so useful. Oops. Everything else looked good. Yeah, this is awful. I really wish I had a better way to do this, but... Okay, so I should actually open this in a new window so I can copy and paste. No! What have I done? Maybe I need the constructor, and I need to call the... That doesn't sound right. I should just be able to do it. Oh, maybe that's it. So maybe I need to do... This could be it. Hey, it worked. How do you add a version to Python packages? So versioning is probably a whole nother thing. Actually, I'm gonna add that. I'll add that here. To do. Versioning. Hi, dude. Do you know the Visual Basic language? Like dim dog and stuff like that? I haven't done VB in quite some time. I used to know it. Global name get info is not defined. That's weird. Oh, you know what? I think I actually made a syntax error. No, it's here. Def get. Oh, wait. Okay, there's some scope error here. So flow SDK.get blocks. So it should be self.getInfo. Everywhere it says info, it should be self.getInfo, right? This is just a guess, man. Or is it this? Oh man, did I just mess all that up? This process is gonna get kind of tiring. Self is not defined. How do I do this? Class as a module, global function, not defined. Yeah, it's a name error. I have to create an instance of my class and then it's the whole module. Oh, I could make it a standalone. When to keep your namespace clean, implement it as a method, but as it doesn't need self. I thought... Yeah, I definitely shouldn't be polluting the namespace. I like the use of the whistle in this song. It's very creative. Don't think this is exactly what I want. I don't want to do this. Class method decorator. Static method. think it's a class method. I'm actually interested how Python Bitcoin Lib solves this.
I know this doesn't make sense to you, but it does.
Oh, he makes a bunch of different classes. Encode, decode.
We can't watch this fire and brimstone congregating above the area.
There is a man! This man has many sides! Only one combination will complete the horizontal ratio. The number of the man who I speak of is one.
Most of these files don't even have a class,
This woman has few sides.
which is interesting.
Combinations will erase the mathematical decimal place. This woman has created a multitude of answers. One woman, one man. The number in question is two. A sexual relation of this couple produce a fruit. This child is mangy and confused. Three combinations will determine
Interesting.
the child's polarity. One woman, one man, and one child. The number is three.
Cool.
This is a robot dog. This dog does not have simple arithmetic skills. Four combinations will teach this dog to carry the two. One man, one woman, one child, and one robot dog. This brings us to four.
What if I just don't have this class?
Who can think they carry the two? All four need connection to the source. Five combinations locate the mouth. One man, one woman, one child, one robot dog, and the source. Total characters. Understanding the desires of the source, the child has grown a Siamese twin. Six combinations to complete this child. The conjoined child begins to speak. One man, one woman, one child, one robot dog. The source.
Oh, that's it. Class isn't necessary. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure how I was getting this name error. So, but this seems to be working. Cool. Well, that's awesome. I think I'm going to be done for tonight. I wasn't actually even going to stream today. I'll probably be on all day tomorrow. I want to get some other work done, and I want to update the website and stuff, but I also want to eat and get some chores done around the house. Thank you guys so much for the help. I'm actually going to push this up to GitHub really quick, and I will tweet it out. I can't believe I was streaming for like an hour, and no one told me that it was just dead silent. Oh, if you guys want to see like a pretty cool thing that you can do with Git. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Git diff cached, and then pipe it to gvim. Oops, it's way too big. So, okay, let's take a step back. I did a git diff cached, so this is giving me a if you want each function as a standalone thing, it's fine. If you want to turn it into a more fleshed out object, class is good. Yeah, I don't really want to make an instance, although the instance would be good because once you do get info, it could store that. It wouldn't be the calling, it wouldn't be the implementing programmer's job to like keep track of stuff. Like if you do get info, you don't need to do get info again, technically. You have get info, unless it changes. So maybe it's good that you check every time. I don't know. It's a design choice. I guess I'll figure it out at some point. Anyway, so if you do git diff cached, right, yeah. So I'm wondering if I should do that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So if you do git diff cached, then usually it just prints out basically what everything that you've committed. Sorry, everything that you've added but you haven't committed, which is I guess the cache. You pipe it into gvim with the dash, and you get this gvim window that's colored based on the stuff that you've added. So then you can do a new terminal, git commit, and you can just kind of like look at what you did. So it's like, what did I do? Updated readme. Whoa. That was really weird. I started replacing. Fixed style. And then I added and removed the class. So actually, I didn't do much because I didn't commit since I added the class. So all I did was update the readme and fix the style. Okay, now I'm gonna push this and I have to write my password in there. Get my personal access token. Cool. And I'm gonna share it here. So maybe I should add that examples directory really quick. I have some time. How does Python Bitcoin Lib have their examples directory? They have examples. How do they? Oh, they just say like import. Well, they have the luxury of having everything up here, right? So they could just say import because it's on PyPy or whatever. I think you would just do import, like, and then I have to make that setup.py thing too at some point. Man, this is a lot of work. It's good though. Cool. Okay. So let me share that link really quick. And I think I'm done for tonight. Ta-da! Cool. Dude, Joe, thank you so much for the help. And thank you for the mathematician's request. That was really good. Definitely very cool. So we're on our way. We're on our way to making this work. It's very good. Hey, what's up? I was actually about to turn my stream off, dude. No questions. Well, it was nice to talk to you, but I literally just said I gotta go. We'll talk soon. I'm in the process of turning off my stream. Thank you for joining. And if you guys would like, please follow. I'll be tweeting and stuff. Need to beef up my Git resume. Oh yeah, dude, having that like full like dark green on your resume is pretty sweet. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, please let me know. I actually got a lot done today. The thing is, like, we can go in so many different directions to make this better. I just want to get most of the functionality completed. Yeah, Hardly Difficult is now hosting you for up to 155 viewers. Oh man. So now I have to keep streaming, right? I have to stay here and do this because 155 people literally was about. No, it's cool. Actually, 155 viewers is way more than I've ever had on my stream. I was going to. I don't really need to. Thank you so much. I mean, this is really incredible. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. I could go for another 2 hours, honestly. I have nothing to do. I just wanted to take a little break. But I could take a 5-minute break and come right back in a little bit. Just to get you guys up to speed, I'm creating a SDK for a coin, flo coin. Hey, listen, man, I'm not gonna say no if you're gonna host me. That's really awesome. Thank you so much. So what we did today was we migrated the previous SDK testing file to a module. And we decided that for now we're not going to create a class for the module. We're just going to sort of import all the functions so that they can be used by the driving function. And what we want to do is build out an SDK for the core wallet. The main function that the Flow core wallet has is that it lets you send transaction comments, which are kind of like, you know, you could just say hi to your friend when you send them a message and it gets put onto the blockchain, or when you send them a transaction rather, it gets put onto the blockchain. Oh, someone gave Bitspill 99 Flow. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to send this to Bitspill later. I promise I will. And I won't take a cut. So Oh, they didn't put in a transaction comment. See, this is where if you're like, I'm streaming right now, if you guys send some flow to Bitspill, you can write a transaction comment and it gets put there and it gets put on the blockchain too. So, yeah, this is great. Basically, Flow has a metadata field, and in the send to address function, you can put some metadata up to 528 characters. Right now it's called a transaction comment. I think in the next version we're going to call it a app data field, because comments are really a subset of data, right? Every comment is data, but not every data is a comment. So it's also a little bit hard to explain to people we're going to make a app with comments, and they're like, what do you mean you're going to make an app with comments? How do you build a blockchain app on top of comments? It doesn't really make sense. So we're going to change that into the app data field, so that if you have some app data that you want to put into the blockchain, it makes more sense to call it app data. And if you want to make it a transaction comment, you call it a transaction comment, it's still data. So that's one thing that we're going to change. You sent it from the exchange, that makes sense. So op return, we're actually using the op return fields to store the signature of the app data. So one thing that you would want to do is make sure that your data is signed, so that you can validate the authenticity of it. Excuse me. Op return also returns 0, right? Returns false for the script, for the output in the output script. So it's a little bit different. This is just strictly appending data to the blockchain. So op return is a little bit different. Also, flow predates op return. And I mean, eventually we might want to use op return. We might want to switch it all to op return. But it's also like calling it op return is too techy. Like, people don't understand what that is. They don't understand, how you could use op return. We were trying to make it really approachable, which is why, we're making an SDK and why we're calling it app data. So yeah, it's almost the same thing as op return. A few differences, but I think that the differences kind of make it can definitely make a difference depending on the app that you're making, whether or not you have an op return in your transaction or not. So yeah, I think that maybe if we can go back in time and change it to op return before Bitcoin had op return, then we could have done it first. But this is the method that we chose, and Bitcoin did it differently. That's all. Okay, so where were we? Yes, I have another terminal open that has I'm getting lost. I have so many terminals open. Is it this one? Yeah, okay, it's here. All right, so this is working. Let's examine this again. I'm gonna close some of these. I don't really need all of them. Yeah, just keep one. I opened this one to show you guys how GVim works, and I'll turn the music back on. Isn't that a good idea? Oh man, I went through like most of these mathematician songs. What is my YouTube suggesting to me? A lot of purple songs. This looks cool. Oh man, I love Link to the Past. If this is awesome, I'm gonna put it in my favorites. Oh, it's trippy. Oh, this is actually pretty sweet. Cool. Okay, so what were we going to do? Probably get rid of some of this output that we don't need, right? So we're gonna take all this testing stuff. We're gonna put it in main.py. So everywhere we have a function, it should just be... Oh, you know what's gonna be fun actually? I forgot how to do this. but there should be a way to comment everything by doing Shift-I, insert. Didn't work. How do I... That's so weird, it should be applying to every line, right? Oh no, it's Control-V. Okay, and then I go down 30. Yeah, and then Shift-I. There we go. Sometimes you forget how it works in VI. Alright. So, I'll go back. Hardly difficult. If you're still there, how did you find my stream? Were you just looking through creative and saw programming? I'm just wondering how that happened. I was just like totally surprised and caught off guard. Let's see. What happens? Oh, I know what happens. Very cool. Oh man, this is great. So now what I want to do is go back and remove all these. And what we're going to have to do is everywhere there's a get, it's going to have to be flo.sdk.get. Oops. Okay, and then there's also write to blockchain. Browsing creative. I was talking CryptoDose, your title sounded good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love streaming programming, and I love talking about crypto. I've been doing it for so long, and I like to, make sure that people learn it, and people understand how it works, because it can be confusing. Pprint is not defined. What else do I have to find? Requests, OS, print, traceback. I don't think I need that stuff. Actually, probably don't need preprint anymore here. Okay. Perfect. Wow, this is awesome. Cool, so this is actually working. Dude, a serious go-getter. Thank you so much for that donation to BitSpill. That's really awesome. Okay, so we have that working. We're writing to the blockchain. Seems to be working. This was literally just a minute ago. A lot of hello worlds going into the chain today. Let's check that block explorer. This is all me. That's great. Oh man, the explorer was giving me so much trouble today. I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I remembered that I hadn't fixed the block explorer. It was like broken for the last 2 days. And I logged in, and I don't think Equitus Explorer has tests. Let me see. I don't know. It does. It does have tests. Maybe I should have ran these. Wow, there are a lot. Holy. Oh, it's just JSON data with like some stuff. I wonder where the test thing is. Well, anyway, I haven't tested it. I just kind of had to figure it out. I don't know how the test process works. Maybe there's a... Should wallet donate, known issues, exceeding stack size. This hasn't happened to me. Yeah, this one I know. Maximum call stack. Yeah, I guess this could happen on a chain that has way too many transactions for the program to actually. Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't running into a stack size problem. I was running into an actual MongoDB problem. MongoDB was saying that it was using too much memory. Our blockchain has a lot of blocks, so for it to sort through them and find the highest block number, excuse me. For me to sort through them, it was taking up like way too much memory. So what I ended up doing was creating an index. I have a lot of disk space. But I also have a lot of memory, so I thought about increasing the memory. But I think creating an index on a block number is actually the correct idea. Nice, just updated. Cool. 2.5 million blocks. Yeah, man. Check this out, bro. Look at that timestamp. This has been going on for a long time, and I can't believe crypto. Honestly, I've been doing this for so long, and I just never thought that crypto would be so huge. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone wants to get involved. The job market is exploding. I mean, my full-time job is working in crypto, and if I had 3 of me working 24/7, I wouldn't be able to get all the work done. We're trying to hire people, we're trying to get good people that know what they're doing involved, and there just isn't enough time. Like, my full-time job is to look at the entire market and see what's going on and advise people how to navigate the space and what they should do and what they shouldn't do. And there are projects that are huge. You know, they've raised $10 to $20 million. I don't even know them. And that's scary. It's scary because there's so much going on. It's getting really big really fast. You know, it used to be you could go through the top 3 pages of Bitcoin talk every day and just look at all the new altcoins and look at all the new discussions, and you would have like an idea of what's going on. Now, stuff gets kicked off the front page after 20 minutes, you know, and it's gone in a day. You know, you might miss something completely. You know what I saw? What is it called? Bounty 0x? Yeah. DuckDuckGo like isn't finding the website. Here it is. All the Bitcoins I have, I earned through doing jobs on the internet for people. I very rarely bought Bitcoins with cash, with like US dollars, which is why I don't have as many as I should maybe. This is such a cool idea to like host bounties and hunt bounties, and you ever share like a guy that mediates if there's like a, you know, you guys probably can't see the whole thing actually. Bring it over a bit. But yeah, I mean, this is just so cool. This is such a good idea. And like, I'm gonna do it, man. I'll get some bounties, dude. That's basically what I did over the summer. I don't know who these guys are. But I mean, this is such a cool idea, and it looks like, you know, they have a good team, and I mean, I really have no idea about the team, honestly. Their website looks cool. How do I join? Oh, Devry, this is another ICO. These guys want to pay. See, I think that companies that cater to the ICO ecosystem are going to make a lot of money, because look at this. Devry is another ICO. These guys are doing shipping on the blockchain, and they're posting a bounty to Bounty 0x to get some work done. I mean, most of these things are probably, and every time that someone makes a bounty, I'm sure these guys take a vig, you know, they get a certain percentage, and gift coin, content bounty. Like, look at this. Oh, really? Kanye bug bounty. 100 Kanye, how much is that worth? Didn't they just add this? Of course, it's in a copy. I didn't actually copy it. It's my fault. I thought they added this market. Yeah, that's $250 for this bounty. If any of you guys want to do this, go find a bug. Yeah, it's $270 for this bug. You find a bug here, like, this isn't really a good description, but it seems like you can earn some money here. This is awesome. And yeah, it's like an app that's taking advantage of, not taking advantage of, but it lives in the crypto ecosystem. I think that like meta stuff is going to be super successful. This is something that, you know, almost every ICO and every blockchain project should be using. So I think that, you know, because of the proliferation of those projects, things like this, I'm not trying to shill this freaking coin. I actually don't have any of it, but I did see it and I did think it was really cool. And it's cool. It's cool that people are doing these decentralized payment systems for jobs. It's like micro tasks. Okay, so we found out that Equitas does have tests, and I should have ran them, but I don't know if they're checking for that database memory thing. I don't know how many of their blockchains actually have that many. How did you find Chancoin? I found Chancoin because I was looking, I did exactly what I was saying over the summer. I decided to quit my full-time job, and I wanted to do blockchain projects. What is a bounty for? Bounty can be for anything. Bug bounty, you know, find bugs in software, write an article, make a spreadsheet, write some code, you know, join the team, do a hard fork on something, whatever. Anyway, I found Chancoin because I was looking for projects on Bitcoin Talk that I could mine. I was doing some speculative mining over the summer, so I was just like filtering through all the ICOs, and I wasn't really interested in ICOs over the summer. You know, ETH was actually pretty valuable for the time. Let's look. I actually don't remember. Let's look at the 1 year chart for ETH. Yeah, so ETH was like a couple $100 over the summer. You know, it spiked up. But for some reason I wasn't really interested in ICOs. Like, I did work for like one ICO, some advisory work, and I did some marketing work for some ICOs. But it didn't interest me because I couldn't immediately get liquidity. And I knew that with mineable coins I could immediately get liquidity. And that's really what I was looking for. So I joined, you know, I looked at the Bitcoin Talk thread and I was like, this seems like I can mine it. And you know, I use this website all the time to rent miners. And I was just doing some speculative mining. I actually worked on SolarCoin also over the summer. I worked on Gimli, which I didn't work on their code because they didn't have any to work on. They just sort of had me doing some marketing stuff and writing for them. I don't know what's going on with that project. But yeah, I worked on SolarCoin. I think SolarCoin's doing pretty well right now. Yeah. So I worked with these guys. I mean, this is absolutely insane. They just like blew up out of nowhere. 250 for SolarCoin. The funny thing is they printed 100 billion. These are just sitting in a wallet. Like, it's not even multi-sig or anything. So they have a really low circulating supply. Like, these coins actually exist in their foundation wallet. So this coin, like, if they wanted to dump everything on the market, these guys would just like, boop, make a transaction, dump everything, $93 million. They're not gonna do it though. I know these guys, they're pretty, well, don't quote me on that. But I would be surprised if they did something like that. These guys are legit, and they care about what they're doing. But it's always possible that they could just take these coins and put them on the market. Let's see BitStrikes. This is such a distraction from work. I could honestly stay on this website all day. How's EOS doing? Not bad. Yeah, 96 bitcoins. That's insane. Absolutely insane for a project that has such a pre-mine. But hey, if they are honest and they do what they're saying they're going to do, it's going to change the world, man. They're going to really incentivize solar power. It's cool. Yeah, you can get you get 1 solar coin per 1 megawatt hour. Anyway. What was I up to? Oh, I just have to check Telegram really quickly. Cool. Okay. Back to work here. So, we've updated our SDK. So we have rights of blockchain. I wrote my notes here somewhere, didn't I? So we have all the RPC commands that we need. Actually, no, we're not done. Let's actually fill out the rest of them. Excuse me. Get best block hash. Cool. I didn't even know about some of these functions, honestly. Oh my god, Bitspill just gave me an Electrum address. I'm gonna send a chess transaction. So... Okay, first of all, this address starts with RIP, so if we lose this one, I'm gonna send 0.1 Florin coin. 0.0. Okay, I sent Bitspill 0.01 flow. Yeah, you know what's funny is that address is like, Bitspill is testing out the Electrum wallet, so like it's very, very possible that these coins are just going to be gone into like the ether, you know, because we don't know if that wallet is working or not yet. We're just testing it, and we're on mainnet right now, so like, it's not funny. It's not funny, actually. Not laughing. But if it doesn't work, it's because it's FRIP. Okay, so let's go ahead and implement some of this stuff. Some of these are easy, like I could just do get best block hash, right? Oops, I don't know why I pasted that. And this is definitely a print that we don't need. Oh boy. Hey, it worked. Well, it's working. Cool, man. That's awesome. Is that script the transaction comment? 6824. I don't know off the top of my head. It received, but being able to send, who knows? Yeah, and I think the other one, yeah, that not verified. Script is the hash to the transaction comment. Right, that's the op return. I thought it was the signed transaction. It was signed with the first input. I don't remember, honestly. It's something like that. It looks like a hash anyway. So. I don't think it's available right now, but that's up to. This is so trippy, man. It's a cool idea, though. I guess they replaced some of the layers with, like, this visualization. Very interesting. Need a local flow node, local election, and then the election client. Yeah, that's that's quite a bit. Okay, so let's do get best block hash. With no parameters. Okay, cool. So then we have in main.py I should probably be working in the examples directory and then moving everything to Git instead of moving everything from the Git directory to the examples directory every time. So let me close this out. Huh, I haven't heard this song. Cool. Yeah, this will be way easier to work now. That's our best block hash. Let's see if it matches the Explorer. Maybe the Explorer isn't up to date yet. What? That's weird. So maybe it didn't work. I actually didn't make it explicit in print what was going on here. Oh, wait a second. It should be there. Huh? Oh, some of the logic got screwed up here from before. Let me. That's why. I think that's why anyway. Yeah, okay. Oh no! No! Oh man. Actually, none of these have been mined yet. Oh, I just tried them. Yeah, this effort actually went through. Well, maybe you can recover it at some point, but right now, I'm just gonna pay our respects. Oh crap, I actually have to go now. I have an 8:30 call. I'm sorry guys. But we're moving forward. We're getting some of this SDK stuff done. And I have some more coins for Bitspill. That's super cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was a lot of fun. And I am definitely going to be doing this tomorrow, pretty much all day. I'm going to be really focused on getting a lot of work done tomorrow. So let's do it. I will catch you guys later. Peace. Thanks for watching, and please follow me. Please check out Flow, and please have a nice day. Have a good night, guys. Bye.